Speaking of renovations, I was just looking at my microphone and it was covered with like a grime or something. Does anybody know how to clean a condenser microphone without breaking it? Because this thing's over 8 years old. I think it was a little overdue. I had to scrub it with a rag. Anyway, personal problems aside, welcome to Jimmy and the Pulsating Mess. Previously, we became Punch Tanaka. Now we have a clubhouse worthy of Punch Tanaka. Here's the very modern king of the Pixel Kingdom. And we have a mysterious set. So we get both 25 more experience points and plus 20 to all stats. Which is fantastic. Of course there's some hidden sets, I'm going to have to look into them to see if there's anything better, but I think we got it covered. Especially since Gold Jimmy doesn't really work on hidden sets anyway. So we went to the Ultimate Construction, we went to the arena and did the Stinkweed Cup, and we got this thing here. The Central Stamen of Home Flower. Welcome to the Techno Woods. That seems familiar to what some people were talking about. We know Jimmy is in a hospital. He's having a bad time. At least some buddy bees are still alive. They came from Giant Garden, but everybody started getting sick. Oh no, they're zombifying. They need antidotes. So he's going to be taking care of them. Or we get some pollen. This guy's a little barfy. He's sad. And he has aches. I'm not going to shake them though. That'd be rude. That'd be so rude. Don't shake the sick. Shake a moon baby. Moon babies aren't real babies. You're allowed to shake those. Yay, confidence! And a daisy. Furniture that I'm not going to use. A lot of this furniture I'm not going to use. Speaking of which, the enemies are kind of samey too. We've seen these in the arena. The Ladybug type and the Shock Hornet. Shock Hornet has an instant. He could beat out your team, but he's not that dangerous. Let's see here, we got level 10. Intimidating Stare. You know, I'm going to keep positive work ethic on until I need it. And I'm going to be needing it this video. So pollen. Who's got the pollen? That looks like pollen. I'm going to have to go ahead and take that with me. Yep, that's how you collect pollen. We're happy. And nauseous. So that means Jimmy's going to have sick in these battles now. See? We can stack up the pollen now. Also, we got a forest guardian, and for some weird reason, all these guardians wear paper bags on their heads. Not quite sure what that's all about. And I'm not being mysterious, I'm not quite sure what that's all about. Why the paper bags? It's just silly. It's supposed to be armor? It didn't help them there, did it? A forest guardian is just, you know, plant. Plant lady. Does plant lady things. I'm gonna collect all the pollen in one go. It could be bad for you if you're lower leveled than me, but we're ridiculously over leveled. That's these enemies again. They don't even have anything I want to steal. I have the sets I wanted to get. But if you really want 100%, just, you know, check them out, see what they have for grifting. If they have anything. Now, we're gonna need this. Blue pollen. Yay, anti-aching medicine. Also makes you fall asleep. Well, that's bad. Hey, there's a light bulb over there. This is obviously a side quest to run for a light bulb. We're almost done all the light bulbs. All we have is the airship areas. Battles are getting a little bit tougher now that Jimmy's incapacitated with these pollen. But we still need more pollen. We're gonna have to head towards the Central Stamen of Central Stamen. There's another pollen down here. There's also a shortcut, so that's another thing in mind. And also we saw the Heart Prison in the last video. The Heart Prison, the first area you go to is, I believe, Buck's area. And it's Central Stamen. And you have to do the same quest there, too, but for 1B, he wants all the pollen. And that's pretty much the only difference. That's really why I'm not doing the Heart Prison. You get some story near the end, but other than that, it's just rehashing old areas. And, of course, it has question mark star enemies, which are even more powerful than the stuff you find in the arena. So there's also that, too. But pollen delivery. They're gonna make some weird nectar out of this if they weren't gonna use it to heal people. Here you go, red pollen. Get these negative status effects off me, please. Now he feels better! He'll just get dizzy for different reasons. Like me shaking him. Hey, I wanted to... I get it, you're energetic, jeez. What did he say there? Ah, boring food. Stop doing that. Yay! He says, hey, if you don't stop doing that, he's gonna puke. Like this guy here. Oh, he has the Lars disease. My door opened. Lars is trying to... Oh, no. Lars doesn't try at anything. Why would he try to get in? He's not even here. He's in the video game. Awesome! I can shake it proper. Yay, shaking for everybody! You, perk up. Oh, right, you're achy. Sorry about that. I have the stuff that'll ail ya. Unail ya. And his aches are solved. Have you suplexed the train? Punch Tanaka is currently pantsing God right now. Side quest complete! It really wasn't that much of a hassle. It's actually one of the quickest side quests I've ever done. Gets us a light bulb and a fountain. Granted, I'm a little overleveled. I could probably crush this area with one pinky if I wanted to. But I won't. It's kind of cool. It's got mushrooms. It's got those weird trees with lights on them. See, it's kind of Christmassy. You got health monitor trees. A very rare kind. Not all of them monitor the health of this area. I wonder if that's a bad thing. Time to enter this place proper. Hello, what's this? I didn't expect to see this inside of a tree, or even a stamen of a flower. It's not a tree at all. Actually, it's a waiting room. I'm getting Purified Zone vibes. Kind of reminds me of the Elson headquarters, where they make the plastic. But it's purified. I got a bad feeling there's a boss fight. No, it's a... Jimmy? What's a Jimmy doing here? Same thing to you, buddy, and watch your language. This Jimmy's a little rude. Oh, that's PG-13 there, buddy. That's a little bit above your age. Someone needs to teach this Jimmy a lesson. Whoa, hello! We just went T category. Well, someone's gonna have to get taught a lesson in manners. Yes, there is a Jimmy boss in this game. And he's gonna need to get beaten up. Sorry, Jimmy. It's for the best. Oh, I forgot an item in the central stamen. I'm gonna have to go back for that. It's a good one, too. I was too busy getting pollen. But Jimmy, he possesses some particular abilities. Like glaring at you, which does absolutely nothing. You don't need to worry about it. Also, he has a really weak physical attack. He's not like our Jimmy at all. So he's gonna get rampaged for like a quarter of his health. Yeah, see, his physical form is kind of useless, but he does have his imaginations. We're gonna have to take care of each of his imaginations. He does not have a Punch Tanaka, though, so he's kind of lame. You hearing me here, Jimmy? You're kind of lame. He has some abilities his forms don't really have, like Blob here could have a counter stance. And the Goon, he has a roughhouse ability, even though he's not supposed to have that. I'll show him some real gooning. Also, everybody's sick, but I'm not too worried about that, because Lars and Helga both have Rejuvenate, and they could just counter the effect of sick. They could just run his course. Yeah, he's preparing for the roughhouse there. When he stalls a turn, he's gonna attack everybody. But he turned into Flower instead. Now he has an area of effect attack, and he can heal himself for about 3,000 damage, which is actually kind of pathetic. He can do a lot more damage than that, even with the molecular beam. Obviously, this is one of his weaker forms. Physically weak. Laser beam the plant. Andrew's really going to town with that molecular beam. The red-billed squawker. It could have a double rampage, and it alternates between that and an area of effect screeching attack, which could stun everybody. Well, startle them, which is the same thing, really. Can't really counter a startle, though. You basically just lose one turn against them, unless you're ridiculously overpowered. The bear... Actually, the bear doesn't have much difference. Bear is just bear. Bear just does bear things. Keep bears busy. That's it. He has nothing new. Except taking damage. He's really good at that, isn't he? We shouldn't be using our mega attacks now. He does not have that, though. I forgot that his headlong attack actually hits everybody. You know what, we're just gonna wait out Ghost. Ghost will have a liquid flame area of effect attack, along with his combust. And Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau, he could turn ethereal, and he could use magic attacks on you. But we're just gonna finish him off here. We're not gonna have the room to. And that's the end of Nega-Jimmy. What was a Nega-Jimmy doing inside of Central Stamen, besides the fact that we are indeed in a dream world? Whoa! Now it's rated M. To be frank, I'm pretty sure this game should be rated M. You've seen all that body horror that we had already. Well, that Jimmy was a jerk. I'm glad he's dead. Now we have energy coming out of this orb. Well, we need to activate it somehow. Alright, yeah, Jimmy is quite sick, isn't he? Can't even get out of bed. People have some assumptions on what the pulsating mass really is. But then again, that's open to interpretation, I guess. Most of these games are like that. Frankly, it could have personified any kind of illness, not just that one. Everybody is here! Too bad Jimmy's in a bad state, or they'd all be playing Smash. Too bad for them, he knows who the fifth fighter is. Oh, poor Jimmy. We'll get through this. You need to take care of a pulsating mass. Poor little guy. You know what? The item that we need isn't too far away from the central stamen, so instead of warping out, I'm just gonna leave this Jimmy forsaken place. I'm gonna use that shortcut. I forgot there's an electric fence in this area that we could disable. The Pork Army was here, protecting their Thunder Tower. They were looking for somebody named Reggie, but all they found was like a Mr. Beaver. There we go. That's a use for punch, thank you. At least I can punch something in this game. And now we could go through the fence. If we tried to do this without punching that panel, we would get electrocuted, obviously. But it was guarding the porcupine suit. The porcupine suit is definitely for Lars, because it automatically counters all physicals. And he's the undulate guy. So, obviously, he has a perma counter now, which is really good. Let's get out of here now. We're done with the central stamen. We activated the access node. We fought a Jimmy. We can go to other places. You know what? I'm gonna heal up and smile quick. Touch the fountain. Ms. Mole is currently trying to dig the ultimate hole. Mr. Beaver is busy being Dungeon Beaver. We're going to the Unbreakable Bridge. A lot of people have been dooming this dungeon. Dreading it, even. Yeah, it's a piece of work. It's definitely a piece of work. Not so much into hard, but get ready for the Bad Times Express. I am issuing a warning. This is 9.8 Jonathans out of 10. It's open now. Mr. Cat has gone missing. This requires cool. Welcome to Mr. Cat's dungeon. I hope you like annoying noises, because we're going to hear telephones a lot. Also, weird cat things all over the place, but then again, it is Mr. Cat's dungeon. Again, I'm getting some Alpha vibes off this game. Off this particular area. I was wondering where that sound was coming from. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. I saw that. Buddy, you're not discreet. I can see you from here. Yeah, it's been... Don't you dare. Want this? Do you want this? You don't want that. Trust me, you don't want that. These guys, however, want that. There's some creepy enemies lurking about. Gallows has a chance to kill you instantly, again. Seems like the game likes to do that. 13 has some black magic attacks. I'm keeping it on normal because this area is actually tuned for like level 35, maybe level 40. But obviously, because we didn't want to cut up the story too much, we're coming here when we're like level 62. Nobody home. Hello, Jimmy Hotline. Darn telemarketers. Jimmy Hotline. Darn it. Stop calling. Stop calling every phone. You're being ridiculous. I worked in a call center. This is terrible. I don't recommend having a career as a telemarketer, even if you're a temp for it. It's just bad, like this dungeon. This seems like something that happened in Legato before. If you're wondering, Mr. Cat was probably the ultimate chimera. He ended up in Legato and tore stuff up and headed to Homeflower. He's probably responsible for that bridge being broken. What? Smile? No, this is anti-smile. This is frown. Ms. Mole's locked up tight in her love shack. Not even an egg for Miss Robin's shop. Mr. Beaver decided to disown his house. Cordelia! Wait, right there. He is bad news. Yo, he is bad news right there. I will punch this fence down. You stay right there. Keep him busy. While I go to the bank. I'll blind him with money. Man, Mr. Cat does not enjoy Mr. Grouse, does he? Okay, we're not going to dignify that one with a response. Mr. Marvelous has gotten beyond that. What the heck are you guys? Granted, this is the busiest I've seen Mrs. Mouse's hotel in a while. But that's with the weird bird, snack, human people. Hey, leave that baby mouse alone! This is Mrs. Mouse's room. We can't do anything. We can't help this baby. The only way we can help this baby is by defeating Mr. Cat. This is his own personal nightmare world. We're gonna have to take it out at the source. This ain't the backyard. Mr. Cat is not what he seems. Something worse. The skin thieves. Don't trust them. Don't trust Mr. Cat. I knew it. Now where do we go from here? Hey, Mr. Cat, you got a leak. Mr. Cat, you got eyes. Look, they ain't gonna startle me after imaginary numbers at the Brain Dude, okay? The Brain Dude is a lot better. You don't impress me with your eye-having. I've seen too many eyes in this game already. I am not fazed by this at all. This is just a normal day. And in fact, I forgot something. If I'm gonna play as Punch Tanaka, I got sunglasses here. There we go. Now I can't even see the eyes. They're spring-loaded, too, just like Punch Tanaka's. It allows me to give a counter to everybody in the party. I give it all to Lars. It's not the armor, it's me. Stop with the eyeballs. Telemarketer again. Mr. Cat, we don't want any. Whatever you're selling, we pass. Mr. Cat, I presume. This is a battle a lot of people have been looking forward to. By a lot, I mean like maybe 2, maybe 3 people at best. Mr. Cat is an expert at wasting turns. All of his attacks, he'll delay a turn, and then he'll do an attack on you. He has like an all-physical sick, tremor attack, instant kill, put everybody to sleep, hit everybody with dark magic, triple rampage, but all of it needs him to waste a turn first. Until later on in this fight. I'm gonna see what this rampage does on him. It's on normal. I haven't changed it back yet. This should be interesting considering I am a lot higher level than he is now. That's what you get. That is what you deserve. Didn't think I would come at him with a Punch Tanaka, did he? That was an extremely lucky crit. I expected him to put up a much better fight than that. But if you get him down below 45%, all he does is he forgoes his turn wasting and just starts going at you every turn. He could be a problem. See that? The power of confidence prevails, though. You got a slow conversion, you got a turtle, you got a doctor's bag. Doctor's bag is for Helga. Makes her heal stronger. But right now she's the slap lady. Lars can use the slow conversion, so he could use Metabolize to turn his MP into HP, and then turn his HP right back into MP. It's like the anti-mana burn. The anti-focus. There's more to the story, isn't there? And this is what people have been dreading. Cordelia paid the ultimate price. You were too late. I tried to warn her, too. I think this would be a bad time to mention the other tombstone and shouldn't really exist. I'll just keep that to myself for now. But I think Smile is a little bit less smiley as of late. Cordelia, sadly she has passed on. Mr. Cat got her. And he was aiming for the rest of the mouse family, apparently. Including little Baby Mouse up here. I wanted to check on Baby Mouse. Look, you kinda owe me. I stopped the murderer. He was coming for you all. So you had cat problems before. Somehow I'm not surprised. I miss her too. I miss her muffins. I miss her being bored enough to make muffins. Can you imagine how bored you would have to be to actually go out of your way to be nice to people? But Timmy, luckily he's a bit more powerful now. I think he could have taken Mr. Cat. It would have been a good fight. It would have been a justified fight. I did it for him instead. Of course, Sunny has nothing to say about this. No one would have expected Mr. Cat to be such a bad guy. You know, Cordelia, I hope you're in a better place. You? I'm gonna smash this thing someday. I'm gonna find a way to. He should not be remembered. He is an awful father. Maybe if he was still around, Mr. Cat wouldn't have been able to do what he did. I'm pinning this one on Mr. Mouse. I think I'm justified. No, I didn't talk to Beatrice Mouse, too. Beatrice was there for the funeral. Also, I have some money to deposit. I mean, a little bit of work will take her mind off things. A terrible thing has happened. But we can't change it now, can we? Here. $150,000. I would not hold it against you if you had a little bit for yourself. You know, you need it. Consider it a tip. Mr. Marvelous is currently out on an outrageous adventure, and Mrs. Mole is just being outrageous. But yeah, that's a weapons grade cat punch. Luckily, I got that one out of the way early. Certainly wouldn't want that one around Christmas time. Now we could focus on some less terrible things. Where could we go next? We could go here. Even though I don't think there's an access node there. Or here. I need the light bulbs for that. We got this area yet? We got this little island here. That could be an interesting stop. Just something to take our minds off of things. Wonder what the alien dude has to say about anomalies. I'm just trying to detox myself of that particular scene, because that's a doozy. Bonita Vista. I was just at a Bonita Vista. It's that weird island that I was interested in. He said Iron Flamingo and Bonita Vista, so I think next time we're gonna go to those two places. Next time on Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass. The Iron Flamingo! What kind of nightmare is lurking here? Hopefully not another Mr. Cat. Good night, folks.